Hello, hello. I am running just a moment late. We will start in just a second here and do the Dying Lands. Okay, sorry about that. Hello, hello, hello. I will never guess what you picked. That's a theory, at least. Gosh, that's pretty. Okay.
A brighter day.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
Grab this tall neck real quick on the way. I don't know, it's kind of a long quest. I'm not gonna.
Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Is that the savior of Meridian? Well, I've got some news for you. If you're looking for machine parts, there's some salvagers set up just outside Barren Light. I bet a hunter like yourself could find some good work with them.
I'll think about it. It sounds like it might be worth paying those salvagers.
Been alright. How have you been? I think I'll keep the pull up until I get to get actually into Plain Song area, in the fields at least, and then whatever wins will change too.
Settlement must be close by. Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Got anything fun going on? I don't really have much going on. Just kind of looking toward Burning Shores coming out. It's Critical Role break week, so I will be playing tomorrow with Mike on this game, since I won't be watching Critical Role, since that's been my solution to still streaming while watching Critical Role. I think on the week of Burning Shores, depending on how far or how long it takes me to get through, I'll probably be busy playing that.
Hey there, Red.
Yeah. We have until April 15th. I'm not leaving Twitter. It's just, the For You has sucked lately anyway, so I don't care if he takes it so that it's only verified stuff. I stopped using For You as much because it's showing me a bunch of accounts I don't follow, and a bunch of accounts I don't want to be interacting with. So it's like, oh no, you're making it so it's gonna be more of what it already is become to me. Like, we've already been there. You just gotta go to the followed instead of the For You. Which, I mean, then you're free of the algorithm. Which is a bummer, because I do try to, like, train my algorithm to give me stuff I'd prefer seeing, and it's stupid that now only paid users will be able to become preferred content for people, but, like, Elon needs his dollars. It's a company that he basically lost at his own game and acquired. So, yeah, it's annoying, but I mean, it was just something I was doing for fun. Like, I'm not selling any art on there. I'm just, any network I'm doing is just human for me. Like, I know it's like just online friendships on one hand, but also it's like, these are human beings. Like, that's whatever it needs to be, you know? And I've got lifelong friends I met randomly through, like, forums and shit like that. Like, I'm not looking for any specific kind of relationship on there, like, limiting. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but, you know, just because we were talking about it a little while ago, too. Where it's like, but also when I'm on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of, even doing this, it's like, these are all people's places of business, and these are all, like, many people are just using these to build a public image because people think that this is a place that people make friends, because they're on there to make friends. And some of it is like, well, some people sincerely are. It's not all just parasocial people being, like, weird fans. Like, some people just sincerely use these spaces to socialize because of circumstance or whatever. Because that's part of the thing is, like, social media started as I was going off to college, so it was a way to stay in touch with people from home. Like, But before that, I would be on forums and like old internet, old like IRC chat rooms, and yeah, yeah. I guess that just depends on, because I just think of the internet's and all social circles are networks, and I know like networking can just be like a networking event, like for those reasons, but like I don't know. You can do all at once because at the end of the day, like what is anything we're doing is recommending things we like to people and only like selling things on people we like that's an aspect of human relating. We're not doing it explicitly just to gain, but like we enjoy the feeling of people enjoying stuff we like with us, and I don't know. But also like it can have overlap of like I trust this person, so I want to give them my business and I want them to succeed as well, and they might be able to help me also, and like give and take, and like, but that's not just like, but people are weird and use people and are not dignifying in the manner that they relate to others, and sometimes it's because of mixed expectations or miscommunications and crossed wires, and sometimes it's because people are actually abusive, and that sucks. And like even within networking spaces, like people just are like, they can be really dehumanizing to people and use people, and it's gross, and I don't know why I'm talking about this. That's a whole conversation. It's just funny because like if you want to talk about like someone like being like very active on Twitter and being very on top of their things they follow, the the ability of that human to stay on top of specific topics is astounding to me. This is so interesting because I've been replaying, and by replaying I mean I never actually beat it because they asked me to make a decision.
What's it doing here?
Fallout 4. I'm not going to take a picture. I just want to make the joke and then move on. It just reminds me of when you open a treasure chest in Ocarina of Time. I cannot talk. This reminds me of when you open up a treasure chest in Zelda. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. There's something making zapping noises. Am I crazy? I might be. Okay, cool. Let's continue on to the actual quest that I said I was doing tonight. I'm just trying to give the poll time because it's tied, and so, you know. Hey, look, we got another. And another. Don't be so angry, buddy. And that post they put up today has me excited. But we're not going to talk about it. Because that's the one thing. I'm trying not to talk about Burning Shore stuff. So that people that want to stay totally unspoiled can. Because this is like my preparing for the DLC stream. But this is a replay of Forbidden West. So I talk about like anything that happens in Forbidden West we can talk about. We just like any of the stuff that they like post about or whatever, I'm trying to keep out of this space. Just in case, I don't know. Because some people like, I want to be like welcoming for if people want to watch this that are trying to totally stay unspoiled until it comes out. Oh no, I do the same. That's why I know that he is on top of topics. But I do that to like everyone. I go roaming all the hell all over. I don't care. I read anyone's anything. So what? You put it up. It's what it's not that you're reading it, it's what people are doing with it that is like, so what if people read it? I put it up. I know people are going to read my stuff I put up, but like, why are you doing that? That's what freaks people out. And you know what? That's between you and whatever thing in the universe that you hold yourself accountable to, but just don't fucking mess with me or people that I care about. And don't, like, if I'm, yeah, just if I ask for something to chill out or something, like, respect it. But, like, if someone's just gonna go looking too much, like, that's not weird to me. It's just if, like, I'm the only person they're doing that to, or, I don't know, you know, like, there's a line of, like, if it's, like, have you had some conversations and this person's absolutely, like, disregarding, I don't know. But, like, if you're putting stuff up on Twitter and, you know, everyone knows what is and isn't public, I don't think it's weird to just, like, look through. Why am I having, I don't know, I'm rambling. This is the problem, this is the time of day that the ADHD stuff is wearing off, and this is what happens. Things start moving at an inconsistent speed. Look, that's not literal. That is a metaphor to try and describe a phenomenon that's occurring with thought processes and attention spans. Why is this game so pretty? I just like walking around in it. Like, is anyone even mad? No. Oh good, we have something winning in the vote. That's fascinating to me that those two statements can coexist for you, but at the same time, also, I get it, but also, like, I feel like every time that happens, it's in a different flavor, and so it just intrigues me. that you're saying that, and it makes me curious of like what's behind that statement. And not in like a what is really behind that in you psychologically, but just like literally like I wonder if how I'm interpreting that is what you're saying, or if I'm misinterpreting that. And that's always a possibility in any conversation. But like it's gonna just tell me more. That's what I'm trying to say. But also you don't have to, but it's like, I'm amused. I get it. Or I don't know, because I might not, because we could be on totally different pages. That's always a possibility. Sometimes I think some people don't consider that. It's not everyone's maliciously misunderstanding. Sometimes all parties are ignorantly misunderstanding and just don't know what they don't know. And that's a possibility that's on the table in any situation. I just stop and think about that sometimes. That's all. And I just wonder how many times we don't realize that that's happening throughout our day. Yeah, right. Well, I'm reading it as this like sometimes there are just things that just produce one of any variety of positive emotions in you. And it's not typically a source of said positive emotion, and it even goes against the grain of where one typically would look to fulfill said positive emotion when one finds oneself possessing a craving for said emotion to be fulfilled in some way. And this seems to be a case of you reconciling that experience and being tickled by it. Does that sound somewhere in the ballpark? Yeah, no, that's kind of like what you and I were just talking about on your stream, where it's like I was literally like trying to verbatim spell out like, no, like this is my interpretation. Yes, I have reasons that support it from what happens in the game. And I also think you're entitled to have your interpretation. I also don't understand how you see it in the game, and that's fine. We can talk about it while we both hold on to ours as our preferred interpretation, while acknowledging that other people can look at the exact same content or experience the exact same story or blah, 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 and literally just take something different away from it, because we're all different people with different attention spans and different life experiences who have different emotional, relational associations with different phrases. I can tell you, the two people can read the Constitution and say, this is what the Constitution clearly says. Two people can read the Bible and say, this is what the Bible clearly says. And it's like, anytime you're having a conversation with a person, you're giving your best guess at what they're saying and hoping you understand them. But there's always got to be that space for the fact that you might be wrong, and just hold that with an open hand. And that way, if you are wrong, it's not so devastating. Like, you just it's okay to be wrong. Like, it's okay to misunderstand someone. And to be told that you misunderstood them because they're the ones who knew what they intended. That's like... So like, literally communications 101 class, like, there's signal, receiver, noise. And so anytime you're communicating with someone,
Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
you are each a signal sender and a receiver. And there's a space between each one of you where noise occurs. In your body language, in your facial expressions, and in your tone, all your nonverbals, even your freaking pheromones. Like, you can't control it all. Congratulations. Cross-cultural communication. Cross-cultural communication within little microcosmic communities experiences. When I'm talking about IHOP, it's not about pancakes. Except for when it is. Like, the whole freaking... Yeah, that's real. And that wasn't like, I wasn't trying to like, I think this is what's going on in your head. Like, that was just like, I mean, to me, that's like how the situation reads, but I was probably getting it wrong. Where am I going? That's the question. I know where I'm going. I just keep... She keeps talking about the tall neck, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the tall neck, but I need to go beyond the tall neck and pay attention to what I'm doing this time. You guys, I got too much sun today. Clearly. The problem is when I get dehydrated, literally my brain doesn't get enough oxygen. Because I have POTS. The whole thing. I mean, that's at least, I get foggy enough that I assume that's what's going on. I have POTS, and that's a thing that happens with POTS, and so in having the word salad that is coming out of my mouth, I think that might be, well, Aloy, you're gonna learn what it means. Well, time to close the poll. So name a Karja or Oseram outfit.
If I don't get Gaia up and running, it'll be like this everywhere.
And then we'll switch into that. In the meantime, we're going to just take a little moment to walk around in the singing, because it's pretty. I cried the first time I got here. Straight up cried. Because, like, oh my god. This is magical and sad and beautiful and tragic. Like, it's like they're still following programming. She says of the robot in the midst of a human-designed cultural system that would lay down and starve rather than adapt to change. What? I don't know. Again, that might not have been their intentional message, but that's a read. have a nice dinner, Julia. Thanks for hanging out. Someone wants to name a Karja or Asuram outfit. That's what we're gonna wear tonight. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, I don't know, roll a dice. And then I'll do the quest since we're in plain song now.
What have you been up to? Poison takes to the air around its fields out there.
We're having some problems here. There we go. It's like that face was not there for a second.
May the sun shine upon you. Are the children all right?
There's
Right,
Will
cool.
and Zoe.
I am gonna roll a dice and go from that. All right. I rolled a 1.
A brighter day to you.
Maybe that's how I should just go about this from now on. That way we don't have the awkward, like, okay, now that we voted, step 2. I just wanted it to be something fun so that I'm not the only one picking the outfits every night.
Over here, Aloy.
Literally, yeah, Varl, I'm like, right.
I'm here, as promised. But singing. Does it mean the chorus is ready?
It is assembled. I couldn't have done it without Varl. But I don't know what good it will do. The chorus is in disharmony. The subject of the cave is bad enough. Land God Fa still hasn't emerged, and every day more deadly machines try to force their way out, throwing themselves against the defensive cordon we set up around the entrance. That is only the first of many false notes. Your request has exposed deep divisions within the chorus itself and the tribe.
I get that the cave is sacred, but how did asking to go inside cause such a fuss?
The fuss was already there. Many in the tribe, and most in the chorus, want to keep doing what we have for generations, which often is nothing. But there are others who call for change, or extreme measures. Your request has given fresh life to the debate.
Right. Tradition. I've run into that before.
But each tribe has to be dealt with in their own way.
If you say so. You said you couldn't have assembled the chorus without him. What did you do?
Some in the chorus refused to meet to consider your request. They believe that the cave belongs to the land gods alone, but Varl saw that what you did with Ray could be used to our advantage.
Sometimes it isn't enough to ask the people in charge. You need others to ask for you. As many as possible.
We spread the word about how you soothed Ray.
There may even have been a little exaggeration.
Growing interest put pressure on the chorus until they finally agreed to meet.
I saw it work a few times with the matriarchs. And even with my mother. Once or twice.
Nice job. You can handle the politics from now on?
Oh, no. I'm sure we'll still need you to cut through them from time to time.
So you put fortifications around the cave?
Just some wooden barricades. We don't have the stonecraft of the Karja or Oseram. It is our archers of the Cordon that truly hold the machines back. They withstand new attacks every day. I hope they can hold out.
What machines are coming out of the cave?
Scavengers and hunter-killers. But they're tougher than any we fought before. More vicious, with a strange purple glow.
Sounds familiar.
You've fought machines like these?
If they are what I think they are, then yeah. There may be a whole other problem in that cave. All the more reason for me to get inside and figure it out. So, the chorus is assembled. What now?
They're considering your request.
Then, shouldn't we go talk to them?
When you're ready. But don't worry. Their debate won't end anytime soon. Meetings like these can go on for days.
All right. Then maybe I should resupply first. Who knows how many machines are in that cave?
Assuming the chorus agree to allow you inside.
Aloy can be pretty convincing in these situations.
We'll see. Do what you need to prepare. We'll wait for you above, where the chorus has gathered.
Yes, the answer is yes. You are going to let an outlander just stroll in here. Thank you.
Nervous?
Bringing an outlander before the chorus.
To see you up in the lab.
I hope this works.
Don't forget practice.
It'll be worth it, Zoe. You'll see.
We have enough rations to trade if you need them, stranger.
Your people are literally starving.
If you need some food, we've got plenty.
Reminds me of Mother's heart back in the Nora sacred lands. Everyone would crowd
Halt,
around
Outlander.
to hear what the matriarchs had to say.
The chorus is still
I
deliberating.
must miss him.
A little. They have to break sometime, don't they?
So long as there's disharmony, they will continue.
Nervous?
So the singing just keeps going. I guess that means the chorus is still in session?
The people sing to soothe the chorus, to help them break their impasse. It wouldn't be necessary if they were in harmony.
I'm not gonna have to sing back, am I?
Of course not. The singing will stop when we present ourselves. Are you ready?
All right, let's go talk to them.
Speak.
Your sacred cave. There's something inside I need. If I can get it, it will help.
Zoe and the Nora have spread word of your story, and what you want. We know of no spirit in the cave, only Fa, our land god, who entered the cave and did not return.
The power of the land gods is broken. We are diminished. Tales of spirits will not help us. Nothing will.
We weaken, we die, and become fertile ground for new life. This is the natural order.
Wait. You're all just going to sit around until you become food for worms? Literally?
So says the Outlander, ignorant of our beliefs.
Please. Remember how she brought peace to Ray. Listen to her.
We've heard such temerity from you before, Zoe. Let us not forget that you agitated for reckless war against the Kaja.
At least she's trying to help.
How? By inviting you to break our traditions? Should we change our ways to suit every impudent outsider who wanders into Plainsong?
No. You should change your ways because your own lands are killing you.
We have stood by and watched as our land gods waste away. You would have us do the same with our neighbors, our children.
And this lone Outlander can save us. Nonsense. A single seed matters little in the infinite cycle of growth and decay.
An alarm. It's coming from the mountains.
Was that from the cordon?
It's an alarm!
Machines must have broken through the cordon.
Then we need to get down there.
What about the chorus?
If the cordon has fallen, there's nothing left to prevent us from going in the cave. The time for permission is over.
Then off we go.
This way, Aloy!
fighting in the fields ahead.
These machines don't look normal.
I've seen these machines before. Killers. They must have come from the cordon. The others will become. We have to move.
Well done.
Okay, what's with your eyes, buddy? Freaking me out. Hello. There's only one proper response to this. And it is... I think there should do it. That's what I was going for. It's a mood. Give me that. There you. Thank you. Thanks for the encouragement, Carl.
Take the machine down!
Do you really think we can do something about all of this? If I'm right, then... yeah. I need to keep moving.
Can the others hold out?
More machines! These machines are stronger, deadlier than normal. There's more than just Minerva and a missing land god in that cave. I guess Hephaestus was busy making hundred killers. All we can here. We must press on.
Normal is interesting. I've been playing on ultra hard. That is the truth, Barrel. Thank you. Yes, I 100% have Easy's loot turned on. Oh no. Oh good. My potions are full. I hate it when I pick up a medium or a small potion and it automatically puts itself into my inventory. Like, I understand why that's the solution. I don't have a suggestion. I'm not mad. But I still hate it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have an alternative because it's like, well, your stash doesn't go with you. And it would suck if you couldn't pick up potions in the field. Just because they're smaller than whatever you have equipped. It'd be cool if you could set like a pouch preference, at least when you are pulling from your stash, though. Like preferred loadout kind of thing, almost. I don't know. Like, it doesn't bother me enough to like really care, but because it's like you don't want to overcomplicate the game either. That's what I like about it, is like even when those features and customizations are there in games, then I get overwhelmed and I don't use them. So it's like actually like having kind of around this level of interface because of that. Like, even this, I don't use the majority of weapons. I have played around with them all, for the most part. Not all of them. That's not true. I don't ever use rope casters anymore. Then, like, new types of rope casters. Or bolt blasters, or whatever they're called. The light is just hitting very interestingly over there. specifically right there. And it was just like very bright.
Spotted.
That's all. Hey. Buddy, it's that second swipe every time, my dude. What am I doing? Cry about it.
That's all of the machines.
I don't know why I just really want to pick up all the things today.
Through my stash when I need it.
We're almost there.
So many machines broke through. What happened to the Cordon's defenders?
We better be ready for anything. Cordon. Oh, what's left of it?
So many dead.
They will be more when the time is right. For now, we must keep going. Into the cave.
Aloy, we should head into the cave.
May the land gods forgive our trespass. What is that?
A kind of wall. Made of light. I'll have to find a... Up here!
Follow your lead, Aloy.
I love that she does that full spin.
What's that ahead?
Like a cauldron door. To understand what's going on in there, you're gonna need one of these. On the temple. Just like this.
There's blue light on the door.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Don't worry, Zoe. I help.
Now listen. The machines we've been fighting, they're different. More dangerous. That means there's something very powerful somewhere beyond that door. And it wants us dead. Follow my lead. And be ready for anything. Let's go. We have to find the core of this place.
There's so much metal.
Who built this place?
Machines. Not like any you've seen before. Machines in here. I'll have to take them out.
Right behind you.
It's over.
Aloy, somewhere?
I feel very lied to right now because you guys said
This is a call
it's over,
where
and it was
machines
not
are
over. And
If
I
the
just-
land gods come and go, then they aren't just made here.
this is why I normally travel alone, because I thought there were 3, and I had only killed 2, and you're like, it's over, so I was like, oh,
In here.
must have got the 3rd one. No, you
Maybe.
just gave me a
but
false sense of security.
I have a feeling that's not all. They're like an infection. That thing I said, that wants us dead. It takes over places like these and makes killing machines. It's called Hephaestus.
Even the mountain is prone to the birds.
Looks like those cables are blocking the way up. You two wait here. I'll find another path.
Okay.
Stevens floor panel. Activated something. Looks like parts of those pillars are rotating. Maybe if I shoot the gears, I can lock them into place. Make a path up. That worked! Didn't work. The gears have to be in the right spot to lock into place.
That did something.
There. Should be able to climb out of that one.
How are you doing, son? And there she goes. What's that thing beyond the wall?
Crate. Looks heavy. I'm working on it. Okay, getting there. That did it. The gears on the pillars should be exposed now.
Disappointed in myself there. Oh.
It's just Aloy. Well, now you.
There. Should be able to get across now. She's so high up.
Don't fall, Aloy! How's it going up there, Aloy?
I think I'm getting close. One more set of pillars. There should be a floor panel nearby to activate them. Hephaestus's cables are all over that node. Maybe I can override it.
There we go. I just like was not seeing the node. How many times?
They're drawing back. We can
Somebody's. Love the greens and the lighting over there.
How do we cross?
Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll see if I can get to it.
Wait here.
That was quite a jump.
Okay, now, how to get up to the node? See what we can do.
You made it.
Come on over, you two. Who is that? Hephaestus. It's taken over this whole place. Looks like there's another node on the other side. Near that door.
Go do your thing.
How to get to that node on the other side?
Engage anti-distribution J1 Zeta. Transfer secondary packages to materials A5 and 12.
Don't jump off here. Always want to.
Below, above us. She's in the air.
Don't let go, Aloy!
Yep, wasn't planning on it.
Execute armor assessment algorithm.
Ride's over. Time to... Okay. Now what? Here I come.
Cycle of assembly.
There's the note.
HX. Trace incendiary Moonlight 4, Unit G Mark 1.
Who is Hephaestus? What does it want with this place? It's taken over facilities before to build deadly machines. But it wasn't always hostile. It used to be part of something good. Something called Gaia.
More of those cables covering that door. Oh no. What has Hephaestus done to her?
Turn it into a weapon, which sooner or later will be unleashed.
And then, plain song. If my people see what it has become, if one of our gods attacks them,
You know what we have to do. Are you ready? We have to get down there.
That dome of light. Is it protecting the machine?
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down. Here we go. I'm sorry, Fa.
More machines are coming!
A shock attack will weaken it!
Sorry I one-shot your god, Zoe.
That was the last machine. Let's press on.
Again, one person's still alive. Like, the fight's not over, and you guys are telling me it is, and I'm a little concerned about this. Like, do you care about my safety on the battlefield here?
Warning a machine that nearly killed us.
It's still her god.
I do not grieve for a god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe.
Look, so if you want, you can go back home.
Do I still have one? And if so, for how long? Can you really heal our lands? Save my people?
One step at a time. But it starts now.
Destroyer, I'll call this to compensate. Retreat. Inevitable.
we go.
There's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning.
Killing your god is just the start.
Aloy, core. My focus is showing holograms on it.
Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. All the data's been corrupted. Not sure I can do much about that right now. And my focus doesn't recognize some of these. Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need?
Yes.
Let's press on then.
Greetings, graduates of Cradle 9. Welcome to the regional... Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that the spirit? Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not directly.
Attention. All personnel must vacate the facility immediately.
Something doesn't want us here. What exactly was this place?
Seen anything like it before?
No. There. That's our way out.
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
Well, at least the emergency lights work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out. I'll scout ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Well, yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
Are you doing okay, Zoe? Zoe?
All this. Minerva. Hephaestus. Gaia. This is what will help heal Plainsong?
It's hard to explain. I mean, I barely understand it, but yeah. It's what Aloy's been looking for this whole time.
I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility's systems.
Alert. Restricted access. You are not wanted here.
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva. This leads. What are all those cables in the center for? Minerva's shutting me out.
I don't think I ever wandered into that middle bit before, and now I'm uncomfortable with its existence. The end.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft. outside. I need to find a way back into the facility.
Big berry bush.
Close. If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth? Why did they want it back up? Shaft. Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place. It's some kind of film. Wonder what it's for.
Alert. System core penetrated.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Light. Cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data. So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus.
I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad. What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Looks like an office.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things. It wasn't supposed to be this way. So this was supposed to be the lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look. Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did. With the help of machines. Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're... ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so... what's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship...
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
Given Hephaestus' importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good. You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin. The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Actually, I wanted to discuss something else first.
As you wish.
All right. I guess it's time to go get a subordinate function.
Where will you begin?
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Good use of this. Okay. I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first. Check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack. Or I could also look around here some more.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
After you, Aloy.
Well, bam! We did it. Into the west.
I need to head further west.
So freaking pretty.
To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
I'll have to explore more to find the parts I need. I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes.
That's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Be back on at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow night. Put a poll up on Twitter to vote on which quest I'm doing. It's same username as on here at SIENOEL. Feel free to vote. There's already like 4 votes on it. Right now Demeter's winning. Put the link in the chat. Closes in 20 hours. I'll be on at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time. For the record, it's about 9:25 p.m. here right now, so bye.